I also binge watched Tires, Shane Gillis's new show with Derby season 2. Big upgrade in my opinion. It was really fucking good. Just you know what it is, man. It's just an easy watch. I think it's like I think these streaming platforms are probably taking note and learning a lot from a show like Tires. I think that it's like low budget, you know, take someone with an existing following but is talented like Shane, let him write and work with all his friends, let him do cameos on the show with all his friends, and don't make it this big fucking thing. Like some of the greatest comedies when like, in the 90s or the 2000s were just simple concepts with just like good writing, and honestly, scratch good writing. I wouldn't even know if I'd say good writing. Good chemistry. Like that was everything. And like if you've seen Jerby's and Shane even just do their podcast, it's the exact same chemistry. It's like you almost just think that like that's how they hang out when you're watching Tires, especially in season 2. And that chemistry is what is going to make that show go on and do fucking 10 seasons, in my opinion. Stravos also fucking hilarious. Everyone's just basically playing like a heightened version of themselves, it feels like. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like. I didn't finish the season being like, wow, this was such a masterpiece of comedy fucking writing, and like you're just like, that was enjoyable. Like I was on the treadmill for fucking like 6 hours and I binge watched the whole season and enjoyed every second of it. And I also love I love the little like relationship that Shane gets into. I forget her name. I follow her on Instagram. She's really talented, very funny. Probably should know her name. I don't know if I wrote it down, but very funny. Shout out her. The female actor that gets in a relationship with Shane and then fucking cheats on him. That was a little too real. But yeah, it was fucking good, man. You know what? Speaking of like how Netflix, should be taking notes and all these streaming platforms should be taking notes of like a show like Tires, what it really makes me think of is like 5-10 years ago, there was this transitioning point of, people on the internet, influencers, YouTubers were starting to become kind of powerful, having these fan bases. And, like there was a thing called like YouTube Red or something. I don't know. There was like a couple of these platforms first tried to take the like Logan Pauls and the PewDiePies and the like the biggest people on the platform, and they tried to give them these shows. And I remember we even had a conversation at like with Nelk like way back in the day about getting a show through Full Screen was like one of the like companies. I don't know, but they're just like the worst show ever, because you basically took someone that has an existing audience and then did a big but shitty idea and threw a fuckload of money at it, fuckload of production value at it, and then tried to force their audience to come over and fuck with it. And it just like never worked. And like now I think you're starting to see it done properly. And like the first time I really saw this done properly was shout out Jimmy Tatro, Simi Valley. I think like again, simple idea, low budget, good chemistry because they're all friends. Is amazing. I think it only went to like Facebook Watch or something, like which whatever, Facebook funded it so we could do a couple seasons of it. That's like shout out to them. But I think that was the only thing that stopped that from being like possibly bigger. But like, yeah, if Simi Valley was on fucking Netflix, like, dude, they'd be on season 5 right now or something. Like that show was amazing. I don't think it works for anyone with just a following, anyone with a fan base. Like just because you have a following, like I don't like David Dobrik. Like no, I'm not taking shots at him. I just like he's obviously talented at what he's accomplished, but like from what I know, I don't know if he's like is an amazing actor or a great writer or great comedy timing, or you know what I mean? Like I don't know if he has like a skill on that, like that I would be like that's the person to do it with. Like, but I do think if you take someone with like a dedicated audience and they do have a good talent and they kind of have like a crew, they have a circle that they work with, give them like a small budget show. Give them like just like Tires. It was like 6 episodes. How much does that really fucking cost? For like for like companies like Netflix and shit like that. Like it's probably fucking nothing. You know what I mean? Like like Steve and Churdleys and like that whole fucking I'm butchering a bunch of their names, but like if you guys know like Churdley's videos, him and like Steve and a bunch of the other guys make like comedy skits. Like all those guys are funny. All of them have good chemistry. They have a bunch of different characters they play. It all bangs on social media. Let those guys write a show. You know what I mean? Nick Coletti. Let that guy write a fucking pilot. You know what I mean? Get him in there with Tara Reid. Fucking what else comes to mind? I'm trying to pretend like if I was a studio head, who would I be like tossing like 250 grand to and being like, bro, go make a pilot of whatever the fuck you want with you and your friends. Like, you know what I mean? Fucking no brainer. Friday Beers, Angus, Will, all those guys. Like, if you guys haven't watched Friday Beer, like there's a moment there where like Friday Beers is like skit comedy on YouTube is like outperforming and just straight up better than SNL, like straight up, like in my opinion. And I'm a little biased because I know the guys and like I used to work on like design their collections and stuff, but like I did that before I even saw them do the skit shit. You know what I mean? Like it's like I just like slowly watched them grow that, and oh man, it's just like no one's touching their like their writing. It's like their own style. Like every skit idea, you like think it's gonna be a simple this, whatever the title thumbnail is and how it starts, and it just goes completely left field, just like a shroom trip of a fucking experience, which is like kind of becoming their like their unique style in my opinion. But dude, they're just why do those guys not have a Netflix show? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. That'd be a wild job though. Being like a I don't even know, was that called like a studio head?